In a high school, students are getting pregnant one after another. When security decides to conduct an investigation and find out the reason, everyone is terrified. At one of the nation's most famous schools, known for its strict rules and highly disciplined campus, a mystery began to unfold that no one could have expected. In this controlled environment, several female students started reporting unexpected pregnancies, leaving both the students and the administration completely puzzled. One morning, a young student named Elena walked into the campus clinic, looking anxious. She sat across from Dr. Melissa Carter, the longtime campus health officer known for her experience and calm demeanor. "Dr. Carter, something feels off," Elena said hesitantly. "I've been feeling strange lately. Tired, nauseous. I don't know what's wrong with me." Dr. Carter listened carefully, her years of experience immediately kicking in. She checked Elena's basic symptoms, and a sinking feeling started forming in the back of her mind. Trying to stay composed, she said, "Let's run some tests to be sure." Without wasting a moment, she took Elena to the campus laboratory and performed an ultrasound. As the image appeared on the screen, Dr. Carter's expression changed. Her breath caught for a moment. She leaned in, carefully studying the results, before looking back at Elena with a mix of concern and disbelief. "These results are unmistakable," Dr. Melissa Carter said, her voice calm but heavy with emotion. "But how is this even possible here?" Elena sat in the stunned silence, struggling to process what she had just heard. She was 2 months pregnant. The revelation was shocking, not just for her, but for the entire university. This wasn't just any school. It was known for its strict discipline, elite education, and carefully maintained rules. The institution even had a separate campus for female students, staffed entirely by women. With such tight regulations, how could something like this happen? Dr. Carter, though surprised, kept her composure. She placed a reassuring hand on Elena's shoulder and said gently, "Don't worry, we'll take care of this. We'll proceed with the necessary steps as soon as possible." But before she could even begin to process the situation, more cases started coming in. Within a week, 5 more students arrived at the clinic, all with the same result. At that point, it was clear. This wasn't just a one-time occurrence. Something strange was happening. The news spread like wildfire across the campus. The students whispered, the faculty exchanged worried glances, and the administration was thrown into complete shock. How could this be happening in a place so tightly controlled? The mystery had only just begun. Determined to uncover the truth behind these baffling cases, Dean Samantha Brooks teamed up with Dr. Carter to launch a discreet investigation. Their first step was to speak directly with the affected students. In one quiet private meeting, a student named Emily, her voice trembling with confusion, confessed, "I haven't done anything out of line. I just don't understand what's happening." Her honesty, along with similar testimonies from others, deepened the mystery. There were no obvious signs of rule-breaking behavior or misconduct. With no clear answers, the administration turned to the only option left, reviewing the campus security footage. Normally used for safety monitoring, the recordings now became their last chance at uncovering the truth. As they scanned through the footage, a suspicious pattern began to emerge. Several students from one of the most strictly regulated dormitories were seen slipping out of their rooms late at night, moving cautiously through the dimly lit hallways. And in one particularly clip, a lone student was caught on camera. She glanced around nervously before disappearing into the shadows, heading toward an old, rarely visited part of the campus. Something wasn't right, and what was drawing these students to that secluded area? And more importantly, what were they doing there? The mystery was only getting deeper. Intrigued and determined, Dean Brooks and Dr. Carter decided to follow this lead. And next night, they set out on a careful walk around the campus. Their path took them past familiar landmarks until they arrived at a part of the campus that had fallen into disuse. A long-abandoned arts building, hidden behind a row of ancient oak trees. It was there that they discovered something entirely unexpected, a narrow, ivy-covered doorway tucked away behind overgrown vines. With a mix of caution and curiosity, they pushed aside the vines and uncovered a hidden passageway leading deep underground. This wasn't just a forgotten maintenance tunnel. It appeared to have been deliberately concealed. The passage connected the female dormitory directly to an old social hall, a building that had once been filled with lively debates and bustling student gatherings before it was closed down years ago. As they carefully navigated the dim corridor, every step seemed to unveil more of the puzzle. It soon became clear that a secret society of students had been meeting in this hidden passage. Frustrated by the campus's strict rules and longing for more freedom and genuine connection, These students had created a private space where they could interact without constant surveillance. The secret meetings became a haven for spontaneous conversations, shared ideas, and over time, romantic encounters that were kept away from prying eyes. Unfortunately, with the freedom to connect came risks. Without proper guidance on safe intimacy and relationship choices, these clandestine interactions inadvertently led to several unplanned pregnancies. The scandal was both shocking and ironic. An institution designed to uphold strict discipline had, in its own way, pushed students toward risky, secretive behavior. In the weeks that followed, the university was forced to confront the consequences of its overly rigid policies. The discovery of the hidden passageway and the secret meetings leave all people speechless. The administration found itself at a crossroads, having to decide whether to maintain its old ways or embrace a more balanced approach. Recognizing that strict rules could sometimes drive students to take dangerous risks, the university decided it was time for change. The secret corridor was promptly sealed off for security reasons, but the real transformation came from within. The administration introduced comprehensive education programs focused on healthy relationships, intimacy, and personal responsibility. They also created designated supervised spaces where students could safely socialize and connect without feeling stifled by overly harsh rules. What do you think about decision of the school administration? Leave comment below and don't forget to subscribe my channel for more videos like this.